How do we alleviate the pressure from these guys in this box? Because there's a monster. The monster is that thing right there, the scoreboard. The run column, and big time the hit column. It's a big old monster. So how do you get them to not focus on the monster, which is the results? Because when they all call home, when they all call their buddies, when they call their friends after the game, what's the first thing that they're asked? How'd you do? And not one of them says, well, I won 10 pitches. Every single one of them are going to say, I went 2 for 3, I went 3 for 4, I went 0 for 4, or I went 1 for 4, or whatever they did. And their identity is going to be tied to that because that's where they are in their lives. That's where I was in my life when I was their age. Call my dad, how'd you do? 2 for 3. Oh, great. What happened on the 1? Well, Dad, I got 2 hits. Yeah, well, what happened on the 1? So how do we take the pressure off of the results? And to me, it's by reverse engineering. So that's why I brought this board out. Hopefully everybody can see. If Z is hits, the monster, we need to back up to A. And A starts with winning pitches. Excuse my handwriting. But if we can get them to win as many pitches as we can, we will build a great foundation. And so the house then starts to look like this. If this is winning pitches, that's a pretty small foundation. But if we can get our foundation to be the length of this board, now we got a chance to have a pretty big house. A mansion doesn't have a huge roof and a small foundation. A mansion has a huge foundation with a roof on top. So it's trying to get them to realize what the foundation of hitting is. Not the foundation of swinging, but the foundation of hitting. And so I grew up in New Orleans. And if you've been to New Orleans, we're below sea level. My senior year here was when Katrina hit. But in order to build a house in New Orleans, because the foundation is so soft, they have to drive pylons into the ground. They beat them, because if not, the house eventually will sink. So the way I think about it is what's underneath the foundation. Right here, this pillar is our philosophy. And this pillar is managing the strike zone. And so what's our core philosophy? Our core philosophy here is be on time for his best fastball. If we can be on time for his best fastball, truly on time, and truly believe in our heart, in our mind, and in our soul, not just tell the coach that I'm on time, but if we can get them to truly believe that they're on time for his best fastball, it opens up the world for them. Now, are there times we need to sit on pitches and all? Yes, but I'm talking a philosophy. Because our philosophy is going to create our identity. And then our identity will spear our behavior. So if the guys aren't working on things in the cage that we don't want them to work on, it's probably because we haven't nailed down our philosophy enough. It's probably because our philosophy isn't in their DNA yet. Because when it is, we're all coaches. So we all have philosophies of having high standards. So that philosophy drives intent, which then creates how we all behave.